Hello, Sister Goons! My name is Alex, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. Well, technically, it's not brand new. I did this video this series ages ago. Welcome to my playthrough of Pokemon Shining Pearl. Now, I did say that I would privatize the playlist I was doing at that point. My reasoning is because I thought I could do better. Um, I thought that with someone's voiceover, I could get some more videos out at that point, but it just became its own kind of beast. It was heavier on edits, so I could explain things. But anyway, so welcome to Shining Pearl, a game for the 8th generation of the Pokemon franchise, and one that many people didn't like for some reason. I mean, like, I don't know what people were freaking complaining about. This is what we wanted, a remake of Gen 4, but with more modern graphics and whatnot. So why are we complaining about this? Or why were we complaining about this when the game came out? Oh, and also maybe noticing that the footage is sped up here. That was due to me being a dunce and not realizing how to, properly spell a name. Anyway, so yeah. I guess I should probably explain where I fit in with the Pokemon franchise, like where I started, what was the generation I grew up with, and go from there, basically, right? Well, I grew up in the early 2000s, and there were reruns of the original Pokemon Indigo series. With Ash's adventures back in Kanto, through the Orange Islands. There was a few times that the Johto series would also come up, but I mainly remember the advanced generation with the Hoenn games. Pokemon Advanced, Advanced Challenge, Advanced Battle, Battle Frontier, Though I didn't actually get a chance to play the games until one Christmas, where I got a Game Boy Advanced SP and 3 Pokemon games: Leaf Green, Fire Red, and Emerald. And via emulation, I might be able to do those games soon, so who knows? Anyway, though I didn't beat any of those games until much later in the future, but Emerald and Sapphire, for that matter, which I got a lot later, I never finished. I never finished the Hoenn Gen 3 games, the main 3 games of that generation. Leaf Green and Fire Red were just sort of celebratory, like, hey, hey, look at this. But anyway, so then that leaves us with Gen 4, which was Diamond and Pearl, and the main reason why at the time I wanted a Nintendo DS. I remember the trailers for Diamond and Pearl, like they were like this whole worldwide phenomenon of people looking into the sky as Pokeballs were raining down. Oh God, I do freaking remember it, and I wish that we had more commercials like that, but it's whatever. And maybe noticing that I saved that I saved right away. Well, that is because of the more modern take of the franchise, but I will get to that in a minute. Okay. But I didn't beat Diamond or Pearl. I lost my original copies. Then I got another copy of Diamond, which you know, more power to me because I liked I do like Dialga more than Palkia, but the reason that I'm playing this game is not only because it's the one I own, but it was a Christmas gift from my girlfriend. So if you're watching this, babe, I love you. Anyway, Gen 5 rolled around. I had Black. Beated the game like, well, I was stuck on the final boss for a long time, and it just eventually I beat it, and then I beat it a couple more times. White 2 I've actually beaten the least amount of times, because every time I try to restart a game, it just, yeah, oh well. Okay, so I should be explaining this right now. So basically our friend, Barry, that is his canonical name, basically takes us to this lake so we can find a red Gyarados, I believe. And eventually things go south, and we have to defend ourselves with the Pokemon of our choice. And because some people... Well, not some, because a lot of people, basically, I put out a poll a long time, well, it wasn't too long ago, actually, but I put a poll up on, my community page a long time ago, and it was a very close race between Turtwig, which is the starter that I chose, and Chimchar, the fire starter, and is typically the one that most people would recommend you get, but yeah, you know, it's kind of whatever. But on the day that I announced that the poll was done, it ended up being a tie between Turtwig and Chimchar. But before then, I managed to get a screenshot, which you've hopefully seen, or will see. Editing me will get that. And out of all of them, by a close margin, Turtwig won out. So it looks like that the World Turtle beat out Sun Wukong, you know? Anyway, so hopefully this will go by a little bit faster, because I don't intend on getting a bunch of friendship evolutions, which was one of the main reasons why getting to certain points was a bit of a pain. And like I had a Munchlax on my old team, and it took me quite a bit to get it to a Snorlax, which is a great Pokemon in and of itself, but it is kind of a pain. And also, okay, so here I was checking out why, if it was a good idea to keep this particular Turtwig, because starting with Gen 3, I believe, a Pokemon have natures, and these natures improve, or, well, basically natures determine the kind of stats that your Pokemon has. I could not give you a proper explanation, but there are better sources out there, like Bulbapedia, Cerebi, etc. Right? And I was debating if I should keep this Turtwig or just reset and get another one. But I'm like, well, Turtwig / Torterra is more of a physical is more of a physical attacker if given the chance, so it's not that bad. Anyway, I think I got a little bit of time so I can explain a few mechanics of the game. So for those not in the know about how a Pokemon game works, because I'm trying to generalize here, okay? Basically, a Pokemon is a turn-based RPG. Think of the old Final Fantasy games, just to have a general idea in your head. One player goes, then the other, back and forth, war of attrition style. But there are certain elements that go into a Pokemon adventure. Well, not adventure, into a battle, right? The health, which is pretty standard, attack, defense, which again are also pretty standard, and but also special defense and sorry, just freaking Bidoof popped in my head. I knew the meme that I wanted to do, but I had to stop myself. Anyway, so HP, attack, defense, standard. Speed, again standard, but speed is very important because depending on how fast the Pokemon is, that one is going to go first. So for example, if a Turtwig is faster than any other Pokemon that I can find in these early routes, then Turtwig will attack first. It's priority / advantage, right? That is a crucial aspect for battling, in my opinion. Well, more like a general, like if you're just playing the games to have fun and you're not into the competitive scene, which I am not, by the way, then that is perfectly fine. But yeah, speed is probably very important in battle. Now, in the original Generation 1, which was red and blue for the Game Boy, and red, blue, and yellow, right? So there was a stat known as Special. Now, it was generally vague as to what this stat actually did, so it was kind of up to you to figure that out. However, with the advent of Gen 3, I believe, there was the special stat was split into special attack and special defense. Basically, if I had to describe it, basically think of a physical attack as like throwing a punch or a kick, right? And a special attack is like basically attacking with a gun, essentially, right? Basically the same thing for physical defense and special defense. But anyway, although in Gen 3 it was not a perfect split. Some moves themselves were they were classified as special. For example, fire, that every single attack in a Gen 3 that was fire was special based. Same goes with ice. And every rock attack in those games were also physical. So yeah, it was kind of weird. But that's when the original Diamond and Pearl come into play. They were the first games to introduce the physical special split. Now every type has a physical move and a special move. For example, Fire Punch is now a physical move and can hit harder depending on the Pokemon's attack stat. And Flamethrower derives more from the special attack stat. And I probably should also mention the stab mechanic, which has been a long staple for the franchise. Basically, stab is a fan term for same type attack bonus. Basically, if the move you use matches the Pokemon's type, like say Ice Beam on an Ice type Pokemon, then it will do a bit more damage. But every Pokemon can mix and match what types of moves that they can learn. Like for example, Turtwig knows the move Withdraw, which is a water type move actually. Also, one of my favorite Pokemon, Shinx, can learn Ice Fang and Fire Fang. So moves are not exclusively limited to the type that you are, but they can. But depending on what species you are, you can't learn certain moves. Like, what's a good one? What's a good one? Actually, I don't think I can really think of anything. Oh wait, maybe if you have like a Bulbasaur, they can't learn Dig, but they can learn a move called Mud Slap. God damn it, phone. Ugh. And also, sorry about the noise downstairs. It's my little brother playing his drums. Just apologies, but I really wanted to get this done while I had the energy to do it, you know? Anyway, so, yeah, so we met up with the, professor of this region a minute ago. We went back home to check with our mom, got our cap, which we've been missing the whole time, and also we have our mission to find Barry up in the next town. And right here is the traditional Pokemon catching tutorial, which is where I unfortunately leave off this. Where I will leave the video off because my dunce head thought that it would be enough for a recording, but I didn't take into account, you know, the few times I had to speed up the footage, you know. But yeah, it's whatever. Oh, and also, I am not controlling what Dawn is doing, okay? Just point it out there. I am not doing what those commands that Dawn was doing, okay? Anyway, so the video is almost done here, which, I mean, kind of okay for me, because I pretty much said what I needed to say right now. But for me, I like to catch a Pokemon in different balls that are going to be on the team. That's just a me thing. You don't have to do it. It just adds a bit more personality, I think. Anyway, so one of the earliest balls that you can get actually is by going back over to the Pokemart and buying 10 Pokeballs. When you do, you'll be rewarded with a Premier Ball. Basically what that ball does, it's basically nothing. It's just an extra Pokeball in case you run out of ones in your bag. But it does look cool. Anyway, for every 10, you will get 1 Premier Ball. So, yeah, see? Anyway. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more Pokemon Shining Pearl videos. There's plenty more to come. So, until next time, Social Goons, remember, reach for the stars.